we're going to take a look at how to incorporate NBC Learn digital content in your Blackboard class. So in order to access NBC Learn, you're going to need to be in your Blackboard class. So I'm just going to jump into a sample class here. And what you're going to notice is NBC Learn, since it's digital content, you're going to want to place it in content for your specific class. So that would be however you just choose to divide your class. I divide my class into units, and so you would have each unit as a separate folder. So let's take a look at the unit on health and technology. So this unit is during third quarter in AP German. So if I click on the health and technology, the students now have access to all of my information and everything that we are doing during this unit or chapter. So I want to insert content from NBC Learn on health and technology for my German students to watch. It's very simple. You need to do two things. One, you're going to build content, and then two, it's a mashup. So build content, and then the mashup NBC content. So when I click on NBC content, it's going to take me to NBC Learn, and it's already linked. So this is your NBC Learn account. All right, so you cannot access it from nbclearn.com. You have to access it through your Blackboard. Blackboard sort of acts as the portal to find this content. So NBC Learn is fun. I would encourage you to go ahead and just explore all of the different content areas. If you just scroll down here, my goodness, there's education, health, wellness, media, journalism, language arts, math, statistics, the arts, science, social studies. So pretty much every content. You'll notice there's not a specific one for theology, but definitely religion and history are part of many of these news stories. So I am in German, and I'm looking at health and technology. So I can simply browse by scrolling down and going to health and wellness. That's one thing I can do. If I click on health and wellness, it gives me some other subtopics, or I can just simply start watching a video that I think is really, really great. We read an article about obesity in Germany. So let's say I saw this and I'm like, oh, this is an interesting story, obesity rates in young children. Maybe this is something I want to have my German students watch. I can click on it. And when I click on it, I'm given what's called a cue card. I'm going to pause Brian Williams here for a minute. So this allows me to preview the video. It tells me how long the video is. So this is 1 minute and 47 seconds. It allows me to look at the transcript. So maybe I don't have time to watch it, but I just want to like scroll through the transcript and see if that will help. I could also take this text and put this in Blackboard as well. So that way students can hear and read what Brian Williams is saying here with this news report. I'm going to go ahead and click transcript to reduce that. I can flip the cue card. So this little arrow allows me to flip the cue card. It gives me information. So when it was published and aired, that's important. There's the clip length again. Description, keywords is always nice. You can quick see, hey, is it dealing with vocabulary that we're studying right now? And of course, as always, the citation. So if you were using this, and you could certainly have your students access this if they wanted to quote this in a paper, here's the MLA citation for this particular video. So you can highlight and copy that. So I'm going to flip the card back to the video. So let's say I've watched this video, I read the transcript. This is the video I want my students to see. It's really easy. all you do is click Embed. When I click an Embed, it's going to embed it in Blackboard. So now you see that it sent me back to my Blackboard. And remember, I was in Health and Technology. I was in this content folder. And if I scroll down, there's the video. So now my students can click on this and they can watch this on their computer. So, sorry, Brian Williams. I'm going to minimize you again. Now, if I didn't want this here, I can certainly change the order. Maybe I wanted this video up here, and that's fine. Another thing to consider is if you want students to access NBC Learn and to be able to use whatever you want, you're going to have to create a separate area here. So you can insert NBC Learn as a tool. So it's sort of here on the left-hand side of your Blackboard page. And this way students can explore. This might be a great opportunity for science and social studies teachers because that way students can explore videos and get the MLA citation, and they can use this sort of as a reference point. So in order to get NBC Learn for your students to access, you need to click on this plus up here in sort of your table of contents, for lack of a better term, and you're going to want to select Tool Link. When you click on Tool Link, you're going to give it a name. So I'm just going to call it NBC Learn Access. And the type, pretty simple. You're going to scroll down until you find NBC Learn. You want to make sure that it's available to users. So click on that box and then click Submit. And now, when students open your Blackboard, they can click on NBC Learn and they can do their own research. So I'm going to click on it, and now a student can access NBC Learn. If you don't want your students to use it and you just want to pre-select video, they also have some text and images as well, then just follow the steps that I showed you before, which was build content, NBC Learn mashups. But otherwise, this allows students to explore. Advanced search allows you to try different key terms. You can also narrow the event date. So if you're talking about earthquakes in science class, maybe you want earthquakes prior to 2000, or maybe you want earthquakes after 2000. So you can narrow those dates. Be wary because sometimes they re-air things from the past. So if I'm talking about the Berlin Wall, do I want the news from when the wall was up and we had East and West Germany, or do I want information that's about the fall of the wall, so I could specify dates, or do I want kind of this new modern era in Germany and Berlin? So just advanced search gives you some other options. So now a student can browse. I'm going to go back to Blackboard, and I'll just show you one more time. So choose the content area where you want your video. So I want it in Health and Technology. I go to Build Content, Mashups, NBC. It takes me to NBC Learn. I can also search over here by a key term. So I said Health and Technology. I'm going to type technology. Notice here it says return to Blackboard, so I can use that to go back to Blackboard. Let's say I've done all my research and I am going to select here, Facebook goes public. Will it live up to the hype? Let's say I want to check out this video. Once again, look at the transcript. So there's Matt Lauer talking about Facebook. I like this. I'm going to keep this video for my students. So the third step here, I'm going to click Embed. It's as simple as that, and it's going to be the last thing here in my content area. So there's a little bit of the exploration of incorporating NBC Learn digital content in your classroom.